due to rumbling floods. Thousands of displaced persons are napping in the interim as they grapple for survival. And the CRM President, Maurice Kamto, has described Elecam's 2024 registration statistics as blatant madness marked by gross manipulation of democracy in Cameroon. He was speaking at a press briefing in Yaoundé. And booksellers on strike after Copyright Corporation in charge of literature and dramatic arts went on a seizure galore, confiscating books from shelves. Top stories. Hook up with us on our different platforms for more information. Thousands of victims and which equally connects landlocked chart was brought down by rumbling deluge following days of torrential rains. Beatrice Ambo Gladys Dibang reports.
A link between the two main sections of Yagoua, of the far north region. The collapse of the bridge, September 12, 2024, has exacerbated the town's woes following floods that claimed 7 lives in Maga and led to the displacement of thousands.
Owing to the high water current due to, of course, the rise in the water level in Mayodanai, the main bridge linking the two sections of Yagoua town, linking the Yagoua town to the, Vele, Maga and Kaikai subdivisions break off early this morning.
The destruction of the bridge, reportedly constructed 112 years ago, has brought socio-economic activities to a grinding halt. The movement of people and goods has been severely impacted, with students, teachers and traders facing significant challenges in their daily commute.
The students, as you've noticed this morning, can't have access to their various schools. Also, we have the distortion of socio-economic activities which take place on both sides. Remember that the main market of Yagoua is situated in the southern part of Mayodanai River, and we also have, of course, people coming not only from the northern part of Yagoua town, but also from other subdivisions.
In response to the crisis, the mayor of Yagoua has implemented emergency measures by providing canoes to facilitate movement across the river.
The council can do is to, increase the number of canoes, but they will still remain insignificant with high risks for, of course, students and teachers, but also the population. Are you getting it? So the council will obviously turn to the government and other partners.
However, these temporary solutions highlight the pressing need for a permanent fix. Until reconstruction efforts commence, the town remains in a state of disconnection with its economic and social fabric strained.
And the young man and his mastermind responsible for the murder of another person in Yaoundé are presently being investigated by the Judicial Police Department. The suspect was given an assignment to kill as a litmus test before he could be accepted to join their gang. Beatrice Ngamo says it was a mission accompli for the suspect, but turned sour for the entire gang.
It was in the early morning of August the 4th, just at the entrance of his home at the Mimboman neighborhood in Yaoundé, precisely at the place called Petit Marché or Pep, that the lifeless body of Ivan Atir Nziko Simo was found. Examination by forensic doctors revealed the victim was coldly murdered after receiving 22 stab, broken dagger left in the body. Investigation by the Central Police Station number 4 in Yaoundé revealed an orchestrated plan which the presumed assassin followed and executed to show his bravado.
Killing him just for nothing. He had an accomplice, a collaborator with whom they have had some arguments that if you are a strong guy, when you kill, I will put you in my gang.
Here we are talking about a gang of thieves whose headquarters is situated at the Guabang neighborhood, where the mastermind resides at a place called Lada. The assassin then reported mission accomplished. The boss asked him to show proof. He then returned to the crime scene and got the jacket of the victim containing his bank card, identification papers,
order to get in touch with the church, and then we got in touch with him.
The investigation also led to the arrest of the big boss, who, a friend equally declared, supplies him with narcotics, which he not only sells but consumes. The replay of the facts of the horrible death. The public prosecutor of the Mfundi Court of First Instance yesterday, September the 11th, the supposed murderer and mastermind are to face the consequences of their crime.
Thanks very much, Beatrice Nkamu. The national president of the Cameroon Renaissance Movement, Professor Maurice Kamto, has described ELECAM's 2024 registration statistics as blatant madness marked by gross manipulation to kill democracy in Cameroon. He made a statement in Yaoundé, the press briefing, by calling on Cameroonians to be vigilant. Once more, Beatrice.
The declaration by the president of the Cameroon Renaissance Movement this Thursday in Yaoundé was on the election organizing body, Elections Cameroon ELECAM, and a recent statistics following the close of voters' registration process for 2024. The figures of 755,085 new voters and 8,116,960 total voters before clearing up encouraging. The CRM scribe reiterates, however, that the process that led to this result was marked by numerous irregularities.
Among the most blatant were the organized lack of registration kits, the obsolescence of the few kits available during this campaign, despite the significant resources provided by the Cameroonian people through the budget allocated to elections. The clear violation of legal provision governing the conditions for registration on the electoral list in Cameroon and abroad, and the failure to comply with legal deadlines for the start and conduct of the diaspora registration campaign.
Pre-election fraud machinery is being put in place by ELECAM and their German technical partner, especially in the diaspora. This because of the fear and panic of the substantial number of persons, which can lead to a defeat of the ruling CPDM party, he adds. This lone concern on the role of ELECAM worry Maurice Kamto wants Cameroonians to be aware of and to be on their guard for such criminal practices, as he puts it, and kill democracy in the country. The preparation of voters' lists, how it unfolds, how the results will be proclaimed, come 2025 and 2026, one to be closely monitored, he warned.
Thanks very much. Booksellers on strike as after corporations or authors' right corporation in charge of literature and dramatic arts, SOCIETE went on a seizure galore, confiscating books on shelves. The Copyright Corporation in charge of literature and dramatic arts is accusing the booksellers for the non-payment of their outstanding debts and dues to the corporation. More in the report.
The new academic year is off to the turbulent start. Said to have been conducting unannounced inspections and seizing inventory to enforce copyright fees on books sold in their stores. In response, a group of disgruntled booksellers gathered for a sitting outside SOCIETE's office in Douala Thursday, declaring that enough is enough. The protesters holding signs that read "Enough is enough, return our goods," voicing their frustrations against SOCIETE, which operates under the Ministry of Culture's copyright enforcement. They argue that they should not be held responsible for the fees imposed by SOCIETE, claiming the demands are unjust. The 4 my children carried away reams of papers, cartons of reams of papers, textbooks, exercise books. I would say they are thieves. The situation is further complicated by legal disputes. Since 2023, the Bolowa Court has ruled in favor of the National Union of Booksellers and Papermakers of Cameroon. However, socioladra's enforcement actions continue, prompting further unrest among the booksellers. We came here to file a complaint against Socioladra, and we have dropped it at the court of first instance, Wuri. On the 7th of October, the case will be opened. They are asking us to pay rights to Socioladra. Those rights cannot be claimed at our level. Attempts to get insights from Socioladra's office were met with locked doors. According to office reception, the management is unwilling to comment on the ongoing issue, which remains unresolved and is currently pending at the Ndokote Court of First Instance.
Thanks very much, Maureen D. And in the meantime, booksellers or textbooks have become a contentious issue, with reports reporting what is known as a 10 to 15% increase in some of the textbooks, ranging from 100 to 500 francs CFA. The national president of the Association of Booksellers has cleared the situation. Sherifa Saleh.
The start of a new school year in Cameroon has been met with concerns over textbook prices, sparking debates among parents and bookstore owners. According to reports, the prices of some textbooks have increased significantly, with hikes ranging from 100 to 500 francs. Presidents of the National Syndicate of Bookstores and Office Supply Stores offered insight into the price fluctuations during a visit to bookshops in Douala. Our findings show that some textbooks have increased in price, while some have decreased. The rest have retained their previous prices, like these biology textbooks has seen a decrease of 500 CFA francs. Parents' reactions to the price changes are varied. Some find the prices affordable. The textbook price fluctuations have elicited diverse responses from parents across the city.
It's affordable and it's not expensive. Where would you buy like workbook now? And the price is okay, it's not it's bad.
The prices may not have changed much, but the overall cost of living has increased, affecting our purchasing power. Some parents find the prices manageable, citing minimal changes, while others express concerns on the impact of inflation on their purchasing power.
And in our health story, innovative approach is underway to combat the HIV and AIDS. And so this approach will be adopted by peer educators. It is a new nationwide survey that has been launched to make sure they gather critical statistics to guide those who will be able to put up a response. Details with Maureen.
In a bid to enhance the fight against HIV and AIDS, health officials are now focusing on new strategies.
You know, the results we see at times actually present data that is coming from health facilities, data that is coming from the programs. But now, with a national program like this, you are going to be able to look at the level of the impact of the response at the population level.
The Camphia survey, short for the impact assessment of HIV among the Cameroonian population, is designed to assess both the prevalence and incidence of HIV across the country.
Camphia 2024 is actually meant to evaluate the impact of the HIV program in Cameroon. So when we'll be able to carry out this research, we'll be able to look at, the response, the national response that has been put in place by the government, and to see how this response is effective. And this is going to happen at the level of the population.
The mission is challenging but crucial. Camphia aims to visit approximately 15,000 households and interview over 28,000 individuals. This initiative will enable people to undergo home testing and receive medical support if needed, marking a significant step forwards in personalized healthcare efforts against the epidemic.
Well, thanks for joining me. And that report there by Maureen draws the curtain for this edition of the 6:15 with me, Kejang Henry Atimbe, in which, of course, we got information that thousands of victims in the far north region are napping in the interim following the collapse of the Danai Bridge that connects Yagoua to other towns of the far north region, of course, linking to neighboring landlocked Chad. Good day.